77 degrees and absolutely gorgeous Saturday night in Oxford, Mississippi in the first pitch.
You just hadn't seen that the last two games.
2-2, checked his swing. Did he go? No.
Side angle right here, and that is awfully close.
Back up the middle. And that's an important call, perhaps, here in the first inning, as the crowd is going to let Eric Gaucher hear about it. Saturday night crowd getting behind Maddox. Again, the 1-2, runner goes, pitches inside. Here comes the throw from Foley, and that is off the mark. Maddox got the first two outs of the inning quickly. And Holcomb. 2-2 pitch. Well, he looks at strike three there.
Now, when you make the shift, you try to bust that left-handed hitter inside.
Well, Bowker gets Furness to go down looking.
Really and truly, just as long as it finds a hole like
well,
that right
how
there.
about that? Your lips to God's ears. RJ taking a wide turn. He's going to have to dive back, and he gets in safely. Tough play for the shortstop. Picked nicely by Chang. He's going to get the out at first. Of course, Doyle having an amazing year for Tennessee now. Swung on and missed, struck him out. Maddox. Here's the catcher, Colin Barcy. Runner goes. Here's the throw from Foley to third. Not in time. R.J. Austin.
And he got a stolen base, and Coach Corbin says he...
Oh, now he's going to try to steal home. The play at the plate. Safe. R.J. Austin steals home to make it 1-0 here in the second.
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing confidence. Another great jump by R.J. Austin, and he just slid and knocked the ball out of the glove of Austin Foley. He was going to be out. The throw beat him there, but the cleat into the mitt jarred the bar out of there, and Vanderbilt gets on the board first. Here's another great view of this right here.
The Doors have the lead. In on the hands, popped up on the infield. And this is going to retire the side. No, it won't. And he scalds this one to center, but right there is Isaac Humphrey. And that's the end of the inning. 2-2 pitch. Called strike three.
And he'll tell you he feels like a lot of those players have a chip on their shoulder, and they play the game at a different level.
After the sweep of the Bulldogs. As this one is lifted toward right center, Mormon makes the catch.
Mash the ball and play terrific defense.
Another strikeout for Cody Bowker. And he walked him. 4-pitch walk to Chang.
Possibly hit it over the fence.
Payout pitch to Federico. Chang goes, strikeout at the plate. Inning over. Well, Ole Miss baseball is hosting its Stand Up to Cancer game tonight. Fans here at Swayze Field are being invited to stand in recognition for a moment of silence. This is to draw attention to just how many people are impacted by cancer and the need for further research. To see these moments from time to time during major league games, we got to remember that college baseball players and fans are affected too. And so players and coaches from both teams tonight are also standing.
But that gets into your head and it makes you put more pressure on yourself.
Swing and a miss. Austin goes down. You know, he actually thought that the 2 games that Austin sat down with that arm injury might have actually benefited him. As Davis wraps to short, it's a quick inning for Riley Maddox. Again, the 3-2. Fastball into center field, base hit. Now there it is, first hit of the ball game for Ole Miss, and it comes from Luke Hill. And going the other way, there is Will Furness. Boy, all that time with the hitting coach, Mike Clement, paying off. Against Bowker, again the 3-2. This is scorched to center. Backing off is Austin, but he's got it. The ball not carrying tonight. Walked him, bases loaded.
But let's not undervalue that Vanderbilt bullpen.
Oh, hit him. And we're tied. Isaac Humphrey takes it off the leg. And we're tied at 1.
I wonder if she's in the outfield waiting.
To center, looping liner. That's going to get down for a hit. Furness will come in to score. Utermark right behind him. Into third goes Humphrey. It's a 2-run single for the catcher, Austin Foley. Boy, that's hammered to left center. Forget about it. Goodbye home run. Ryan Mormon. A 3-run jack. His 10th of the year. And it's now 6-1 Rebels.
Well, this is what happens when you get too much over the heart of the plate. A lot of that is because of the inconsistency of Bowker in his pitches this inning, but Mormon shows you the kind of power that he has on a day where the wind is not blowing whatsoever.
And now Chang almost dehorns him as that one is lined back up the middle into center.
Stays in the ball game, and you can save that extra guy for a pinch hit roll.
This is hammered to left center. This has a chance. It's going to bounce off the wall. Federico is going to send Chang to third with a stand-up double. Ground ball. They're going to try to cut the runner off at home, and they do. Tag at the plate to get Chang.
The longer this lead goes toward the Rebels' way, the harder it is for Vandy to get out.
Swung on and missed. Furness goes down on strikes for their second time. Back here in Oxford, look at that score now. 6-1 after Ole Miss puts up a 6 spot. Colin Barcy to center field. Well, now it appears that Vanderbilt is trying to adjust against Maddox, maybe jumping on early pitches in the count.
Go at least 5 innings, so he wants to be efficient.
And he could get 2 here. Picked by Chang. What a play! Double play!
I'm going to give a promo to Rally Cap. This is a get your peanuts play right here. Luke Chang, one after the other. Great plays.
Swung out and missed. That's a strikeout for Matthew Shorey. They certainly weren't themselves last night either. This one is lifted to high and deep left center field. Forget about it. Utermark has left the yard. 13th home run of the year for the 6'5", 250-pound second baseman. It's 7-1.
Well, as I mentioned, it takes a big boy to hit ball out of the ballpark today.
3-2 pitch to Foley. Called strike 3. So Shorey gets a couple of strikeouts in the inning. 13 years in the big leagues. Oh, that hit him. Riley Maddox.
Clubhouse that guys look up to, number one, because they work the hardest.
Wow, swung on and missed, chased it out of the zone, and that's another strikeout. He's an interesting study. As this one is hit sharply to third, Luke Hill throws across and retires.
Now he's back to what he was doing.
Another offensive attack. Scored 8 runs last night, 7 on the board tonight. We're going to see a small ball approach here. Chang.
Good year that they put the pitching and hitting together.
That's a foul tip into the glove. And that's another hit batter.
Understand how to get the most out of their players.
Will Furness line drive and caught. Rigdon. Most since the game at Kentucky on April the 4th. 87 pitches now. And pitch number 88 is a strikeout of Vastine. And they haven't hosted since 2021. Check swing, got him. Punched out by the home plate umpire David Savage.
To make that run, and it just took them a little longer. Mississippi State went through the same thing. Tennessee might have learned a little bit from Mississippi State and Ole Miss. High character guys that just fit in well with the guys like Furness and Utermark. Gave them a bunch of confidence, and then you come here, you come back home, continue to play well. Vandy hitters get on the base pass.
2-2 from Jones. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. Froze Barcy.
Hitters, they just seem to whiff. They can't get solid contact.
There's a line drive base hit for Riley Nelson.
Definitely knows how to use that barrel and whip it through the strike zone.
Hit on the ground to second. Utermark makes a nice play to retire the side. That's going to be a base hit to start the 8th inning for Ryan Moorman.
2 errors that inning that led to the 6 runs that LSU was able to tack on the board.
Cheng wore that.
Judd Utermark is not your prototypical second baseman, but he plays that really well.
Lifted to the left. Holcomb makes the catch, tagging the runners. Both advance. So here's Will Furnace. 1 ball, no strikes, and the first pitch is put in play, and that is going to end the inning. So last chance for Vanderbilt. Got him. Braden Jones locks up Rigdon. 1 down.
Going into tomorrow's game.
Breaking ball. Charging. Luke Hill from third. Low throw. And it's caught by Furnace.
Maybe go up in the zone with it.
Should do it. Low throw. And Austin beats it out. Runner goes. Put in play. And that is going to be hit to where no one has a play. Hill got a piece of it. Cheng kept it from going into left field. And so Maldonado was on.
Putting pressure on Ole Miss.
Did not go. They appealed to Gaucher at third. Bases loaded.
Mike Bianco going to his big gun out of the bullpen, trying to solidify this series win.
Spencer's 1-2 to Barsing. Swung out and missed. Spencer comes in and gets it done. Ole Miss takes the game and the series. They'll go